Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in the first Descendant, we have officially farmed Ultimate Bunny. And we are going to go over the fastest, best ways to farm her in all of the maps that I was playing through. If we take a look here in Access Info, you can see Ultimate Bunny, it's done. I've farmed up all of the pieces, and now I have to build it. Ultimate Bunny enhanced materials you could farm in all of these areas. I recommend farming it in any one of these Void Fusion reactors, but hey, it'll have worse drop rates on normal mode, but that's up to you. For the Bunny Stabilizer, looking at all of this, Hard Frostwalker, the chance you fight that and beat it a lot is really low, so you're probably best off doing, again, White Knight Gulch, another Abyssal Void Fusion reactor, and the drop rate's really low in common, so I wouldn't recommend that, but that's up to you. If we look at the Catalyst, wouldn't recommend Executioner common because low drop rate. I would actually run the Hard Pyromaniac drop if you like running the missions, the like story mission repeats in order to farm the Amorphous, and then you fight Pyromaniac. I would also do the Abyssal Void Fusion Reactor if you like those, but all of the other ones are meta for these, so I would actually do hard mode Pyromaniac myself, but if you can't do hard mode bosses, I would still do hard mode Abyssal Void Fusion Reactor. Ultimate Bunny code is no matter what, I think a 6% drop rate. Obstructor is pretty hard, so I'd probably do the Void Fusion Reactor. But hey, if you have a good team setup for Obstructor, I would do that. Other than that, like Hangman's rough because of the low drop rate, but if you liked Hangman, yeah, farm up the Amorphous and then run that. So we got Ultimate Bunny, we did it. Just congrats everybody. We'll go over more specifically though everything and material farms. Let's build up Ultimate Bunny parts, and then we'll build her up in another couple of days. I think the build time is 18 hours on these, and then build time for Ultimate Bunny is 36 hours. So yeah, 46 hours in total. Is that 34 total? 40? No. Wait, 18, 36, yeah, okay, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, that's rough. That's like almost 3 whole days. Almost 3 whole days for a new Ultimate Descendant. But we did it. The nice thing about farming an Ultimate Descendant is you get a lot of side loot, right? I have a lot of side gear here, as you can see, to build. A lot of weapon materials, just an absolute ton. Some I've actually already built, so this isn't even the full thing. Finished off Divine Punishment nanotubes, Smithereen nanotubes, some Valby Lepic parts. I've farmed up a lot of loot right now, so we're in a good stance there. Nice, nice. Not really doing too bad overall. It's still going to take us a lot of time to get fully farmed, but it got, oh god, it got us so much gear. If we take a look at my consumable tab, Amorphous material, yeah, I farmed most of that trying to get Ultimate Bunny. That is almost 100 Amorphous material. Holy crap. You farm up a lot of these trying to get the other one, right? And then I farmed up a lot of these, just straight up farming materials for the Ultimate Bunny setup. So I have to farm a lot of fusion reactors. Most of these are fusion reactor ones. Almost none are boss ones, as you can see. Not a single boss to be fought other than Pyro right there. And yeah, so I need to run just a metric ton of Void Fusion Reactors. I need to get a lot of the Void Shards, and that sucks. So these are what you need to farm up afterwards. You do need Enzo as well to farm up a lot of the materials faster, preferably, but I just did the precision and everything vaults normally. Holy crap, was that a pain. But as you can see, you end up with a lot of material. You end up farming a lot of stuff here too. And your core materials out the wazoo, like look at that, Kyle, Bunnies, right? All of my character, 1-2-1, Valby, Stabilizer, and Vesa built. So you get a lot. Glycode, Lepic, more Valby. Kyle. And that's just the beginning. We got an Enzo part. I need to target farm Enzo next, so that's just the beginning, everybody. let's take a look back at Ultimate Bunny to actually talk about what her farm is for the best things possible. If you don't know how to farm void fusion reactors and everything, you really need to learn how to do that, because that's like the best way to farm all of her stuff. So what exactly are abyssal void fusion reactors? Okay, let's go over it. That's how you get pattern 82. Void fusion reactors. This is the entire farming process. You need to first run the zone recon mission in order to get the amorphous material. If you have Sharon, you can go invisible, hack the machines, and that is how you get amorphous material pattern 83. 83 is the one you need for Ultimate Bunny. Therefore, you need to have Sharon, and you need to have the ability to go invisible long enough so that you can hack the machines. Once you do that, you kill the boss here. Let's say you get the amorphous material pattern 83 to drop. Perfect. How do you open amorphous material pattern 83? You need to open it at this corresponding void mission. But you may see inorganic void shards were 39 required. Organic void shards 6 required. Oh no, in order to do this mission, you need to first farm up this void mission void fragment. It says you need a toxic character because the void mission is only destructible by that type of character. And then you farm this. Running it in hard mode, let's say, you will get 13 organic void shards and 2 organic void shards, and yeah, 13 inorganic void shards. So you need to run this 3 and then 4 times, and then in order to run this void mission once, in order to open that amorphous material. That is the farm. You farm the amorphous materials from the zone recon missions, and then in order to open amorphous materials at the abyssal void fusion reactor void mission, you need to run multiple void fragment void missions with the corresponding element. And that's why it's important to get a lot of the beginning characters in normal mode first. It's also important to get Enzo, but so that is the best way to farm Bunny through every one of her materials generally. It's just go to the part, run the corresponding abyssal void fusion mission. It tells you where to get 1, 2, 3. And then, like, you farm it here, and then you run these ones to get it. You can farm the Pyro Boss as well, but all of her missions are just probably optimally farmed through the Abyssal Void Fusion Reactors. Until people start running the hard bosses at a much higher completion rate, it'll be better to do this. If you have a good team setup that can run these properly, click on those. You can run these missions with all of the modifiers. The modifiers have to equal about 200% or higher, and then you will have 2 amorphous drops at a 100% drop rate. That is how ultimate farming goes. Now, the other annoying part, if you need any of these, just click on where do they get them. For encrypted neural circuits, they drop from just mission monsters in Echo Swamp. They're usually and only dropped by, I believe, the elite monsters at the end of the mission and like in between missions. I quickly farmed Hazy Swamp Battlefield, the first one available. Most, if not all of those missions are fine. Some of them might be more meta farms, okay? So Abandoned Refinery Unit, I think people might like running that, so that might be a more meta farm. Either way, run whichever one of these missions you like the most. Run it with a fast character like Bunny so that you can kill everything quickly. And once you kill and get to the elite units, hopefully they drop encrypted neural circuits. That's essentially all you need to do there. So it's actually a pretty easy farm. Just slaughter the mission monsters as fast as possible. Running fast missions or slower missions, as long as you can kill the enemies, you're good to go, okay? For the specialized biometal, this one is only available in Hagios Hard Forward Base Vulgus Strategic Outpost and Hagios Hard Dune Base Vulgus Strategic Outpost. So you will be teleporting between this teleport point and this teleport point, completing this recon mission here and this recon mission here. That's all you're going to need to do. You don't need Sharon for this one because you just need to kill the enemy boss that spawns. But Sharon gives you more loot, so I used Sharon, and that got me a ton of amorphous material for these 2 corresponding ones. You get more loot, what can I say? You get loot, farming loot, get loot, get loot. Farm these wherever you really need to, but the last one we need to really talk about is Pure Energy Residue. In order to farm this, you need to either run in the fortress the encrypted storage boxes, ideally with Enzo if you have them. These are, they're hard to explain, and I plan to make a full video explaining them when I get Enzo, and I'll also make an Enzo farming video, but these are essentially the open world pings. When you hit tab, they go bing bing. They are the encrypted storage boxes. You need the code breakers to open them. You can farm these pretty easily for the pure energy residue and get way more if you have Enzo. If you can't at all do this, don't know how to do it, you're too lost, you're able to farm any of the missions quickly in order to get mission monsters to drop the pure energy residue. It'll take a while if you farm the mission monsters, and it'll take a while if you're bad at the encrypted boxes and if you don't have Enzo, but it shouldn't take the longest. Either way, that is how you farm up all of the really important resources. If you need any of these, just hit F, right? Go to acquisition info, find out where to farm it. This one is legitimately farmed in Hagios, but only resource boxes and munition boxes on normal and hard. So I had to go to Hagios and just break some boxes. That's it, literally it. So yeah, some of these will be really easy, some of these will be really fast, and some you won't even notice, and you might just end up with it in your inventory. Yeah. So that is the ultimate bunny being farmed up fully. Those are some of my tips and tricks. Let me know what you think about it. Those are all of the best spots. Oh, it might be bugged right now. There we go. It unbugged. So those are the best spots in total. Let me know what you think. If you farm Ultimate Bunny, congrats. Again, it took me about 30 hours. I got 2 pieces very quickly, and then one final piece took me it's very long. One took like 10 hours, the other took like about 12, 15 hours almost, so it's been a grind, but we will have our Ultimate Bunny shortly in another 2.5, 3 days, right? Maybe not shortly, maybe soon enough, right? Remember that the game will be down on Thursday, but that's Ultimate Glay. I'll maybe farm her soon too, since she's so good. We did get Ultimate Bunny, legitimately. You all saw it here. And we'll be able to throw on this skin. Sadly, we can't color it, but I might end up buying the Ultimate Bunny suit because it'll be a lot cheaper after I build Bunny. Yeah, so we'll have to see. This one is just an expensive skin, okay? Just an expensive skin, whereas this is the bundle one that I could buy cheaper. So there's a lot of skins. I don't know if I want to buy them. I'll decide eventually. There's a lot of maid skins I could buy too, so let me know what you think, everyone. Let me know if you farmed for Ultimate Bunny or not. Either way, 10 out of 10. Sub-like if you want to support the channel. You can use the First Descendant Nexon creator code, Pupsker hashtag 8809 if you ever buy anything in the First Descendant shop. And you can also sign up and link up as a supporter in the description box below. Either way, thank you all for watching and checking out any of the socials. Let me know what you think about the bunny farm. Cheers.